Today I'm going to change a cannula for an Accu-Chek Insight pump. The pump consists of a handset and the pump device itself. For this procedure we will only need to use the pump, and so we can put the handset to one side. I'm going to ensure that my hands have been washed and that my surface is clean. Other equipment that I will need includes the Accu-Chek Insight Flex cannula, 6mm, the Accu-Chek Link Assist Plus insertion device, and my insulin, which comes in pre-filled cartridges called an insulin pump cart. To start with, I will take my pump. To unlock the screen, I need to press the up and down buttons in quick succession. I can then access my menu by pressing the center button. I will scroll down to cartridge and infusion set and select this. I'm going to select change cartridge by pressing the center button again. It's then asking me to remove the adapter and cartridge. To do this, I'll need to twist off the end of what looks like the pump here to about 120 degrees. Can then take out the old insulin cartridge and put this to one side. The pump is now prompting me to rewind the piston rod. I will press the center button here to do so. The pump will beep once it has completed this. Once this is complete, it will prompt me to insert a new cartridge and connect the adapter. I'm just going to open the adapter case, put that to one side, and my insulin, which I'll just pop out here. To insert the insulin, you simply drop the vial into the pump. I'll then take the adapter. This needs to be placed on it at 180 degrees. Press down gently and it will then click into place, and we can then advance it fully so that it's flush with the pump. You can then press the center button to advance. The pump comes with pre-filled cartridges. There is an option on the pump to use a self-filled one, but we need to select pre-filled. The pump is then advising us to ensure that it's disconnected from the body. We'll press the center key to acknowledge this. The pump is now detecting the bottom of the cartridge with the piston. It will then go into a self-test mode where it flashes through a range of colours. Self-test is now complete. Our next step will be to fill the tubing, as this currently has air in it. Once the self-test is complete, it will return to the home screen. From here, we press the center button to scroll through the menu and return to cartridge change. Scroll down to fill tubing and press the center key to select this. It's giving me a warning to ensure that it's disconnected from the body at this time. I'll press the center key to acknowledge this. It's now filling the tubing. This pump will automatically fill the tubing with the correct amount of insulin. The time taken will vary on the length of the tubing. If there are drops present at the end of the tubing and it has not finished advancing the insulin, you can press the stop buttons on the top. The tubing is now full with the correct amount of insulin. We can put this to one side while we prepare our cannula for insertion. To prepare the insertion device, I need to pull these sides down. They're called sliders. One side has Accu-Chek written on it and the other has Roche. Pull these down firmly. There's a safety release button at the bottom here, and this is the insertion button here. We will then need to insert the cannula into the bottom of the device. To do this, we need to align the blue end with the safety release button. Simply place this in and then press down on either side until it clicks firmly into place. You'll notice that there is an icon here. This indicates that the tubing will come out of this side of the cannula. We're going to remove this paper. The next step is to pull back the sliders. Pull back the Accu-Chek one slightly first and then followed by the Roche. This makes it easier. Once it's clicked into place, that is ready for insertion. You will notice that the cannula is now sitting proud on the insertion device here. The cannula can be inserted into the abdomen or the buttocks. On this instance, I'm going to use the abdomen here. The insertion device will only release the cannula when the safety release button is depressed. So you'll need to gently apply pressure against the abdomen to depress this. The blue button should always be towards the centre of the child so that the tubing comes out towards the side. Place this against the skin, gently applying pressure. To insert the cannula, we'll press the insertion button here. You can put the device to one side, gently smooth down the dressings. To remove the cannula box, simply lift it gently from the skin. You will see that the needle is safely tucked away. We'll now return to our pump. It's giving us a warning that the insulin isn't being delivered at the moment. Let's press the centre key to acknowledge that. We'll scroll down to cartridge and infusion set. Press the centre key to select this and scroll down to fill cannula. Press the centre key to select. It's now telling us to connect the tubing to the body. Just slide the end of the cannula and tubing together until they click. Then return to the pump. Press the centre key to confirm that we have connected these. It is now filling the cannula with insulin. Once the cannula has been filled, the pump will ask us if we need to start the pump. We select yes at this moment, otherwise the pump will beep at us every 60 seconds. The pump is now attached and running. We will need to check the blood glucose level in 1 to 2 hours to ensure that it hasn't risen above normal range, as this could indicate that the cannula isn't working correctly. All that's left now is to dispose of our sharps. We'll need to dispose of the cannula box and the adapter. And that completes how to change the cannula for the Accu-Chek Insight Pump.